Hi and welcome or welcome back to The Books Are Everywhere. So today I am here with a very exciting and very big video that I wasn't planning on doing at all. I wanted to do a video where I talked about all of the books that I read in 2021, but I didn't quite know how to approach that kind of topic because I read 183 books in 2021, and that is a lot of books. I don't own all of those books anymore, so I wasn't exactly able to kind of go through them all with you with physical books, and also it would be a lot of effort to take all of them off my shelves. I did one kind of like partway through the year where I took a lot of I talked about a lot of the books I'd read so far this year, and it was like nearly 100 books or something, and that video was a lot of effort and a lot of mess. So then I actually saw a video on Peruse Project's channel, who I am a big fan of, and I will link her original video down below, where she ranked all of her books that she read in 2021. So she read about 73 books, and I don't know how long we're going to be here doing mine, but I really like this idea. So basically, as you will see in a minute, I'm going to share my screen with you. I have my laptop here, and I am going to rank all of the books I read in 2021. I have downloaded all of the images of the covers, and I am missing one according to Goodreads, and I have literally manually checked this multiple times and I cannot find the book I'm missing. So we're just going to go on with it because I don't know if it's just a glitch or if it is just like maybe I actually read 182 books but it's showing up as one more, or maybe I read one twice, because I definitely read Gatsby twice but I didn't log it as reading it twice, I don't think, but I could have done. I don't know, I didn't check. But there might be a book missing and I don't know what it is, but we're just going to carry on with it. So yeah, I'm going to share my screen with you and I'm going to rank my books. I'm not going to do this based on how I felt when I read it or what I rated it as. Like, for example, there could be books that were 4-star that come above books that were 5-star, or so probably more like 3 and 4, you know. There could be a book that I originally rated 3-star that comes up higher than a book I rated 4 stars, if that makes sense, because I'm just going to go off like my memory and how I feel about them now. So I could have obviously read these books a year ago at this point, so I'm just going to do it like that. Can't guarantee I will remember all that much about all of these books because there is a lot of them. But yeah, let's get started. I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see that, and then I'm going to rank all of the books I read in 2021. Okay, so you should see my screen now. So basically how this is going to go is I have 5 different tiers on here that I'm going to rank them in, which is not exactly 1 to 5 stars. As I said, I'm not going to really go off that. I'm going to go how my feeling is now. And then I have all of the books I read in 2021. So we're going to go off this. So I have 5 different ranks. The first one being absolute favourites of 2021, then loved it, so I really enjoyed it, but it didn't quite make that top list. And then I liked it, so I still really enjoyed it, but I didn't love it. And then ones that were generally a bit disappointing, and then which is just like worst books of the year. So these aren't in any particular order. I think they're in order of like size of file or something, so they are really random for me. These aren't in order of when I read them or anything like that. So we're just gonna go, you just drag them from the bottom onto the chart and then you can move them around. So this is like a worst to best or best to worst, because I'm going to rank them within the sections as well, if I can. So yeah, let's get started with this and see how it goes. So first we have Aristotle and Dante discover the secrets of the universe. I'm going to put this one in loved it. I did really love it, but I wouldn't say it was a favourite. I think I gave it 4 stars, but anyway. Then we have Siege and Storm, which is firmly going in the liked it. Same as Shadow and Bone, and Ruin and Rising and Shadow and Bone. I liked all of these, but I wouldn't necessarily say I loved them. Honestly, I'm going to move them around a little bit, but I can't think... I'm going to put Siege and Storm first, because I know I really liked that one. And then I'm going to put Shadow and Bone, and then I'm going to put Ruin and Rising, but they all kind of live together in my head, other than when a certain character arrives, which I know is in book 2, and I really like that character, so that's why Siege and Storm is first. And then I don't really remember the others, but I think that's the order I'd rate them, so I'm going to put that. Then we have The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Lavender, which is going to go straight in the... didn't really like that one at all. I didn't really gel with it, so yeah, that's going straight down the bottom. Then The Quick. which I don't know whether to put in liked or found disappointing. I think I'm going to put at the top of disappointing. It's really on the cusp. It could go at the bottom of liked or at the top of disappointing, but for now I'm going to put the top of disappointing because I liked it, but I wouldn't say like I enjoyed it all that much. It was very bitty. I really liked bits of it, felt really disappointed with the bits of it. So yeah, for now it's going to say that, but these could move around throughout the video. And then we have The Terrible and Wonderful Reasons Why I Run at Long Distances, which is a graphic novel, which is going to go in favourites because I just found it very, very relatable as a runner. And then we have The Maze Runner, The Death Cure, all of the Maze Runner books. So these are going to also go in liked, but I'm going to put them below Shadow and Bone, and I'm going to put them, I think, that way round, maybe? I actually ended up really liking The Kill Order, which I didn't expect. But I did only read it the other week, so it's more fresh in my brain right now. So I'm going to put it that way. I remember the Scorch Trials being really weird. I don't remember a lot about the Death Cure, and I remember being quite pleasantly surprised by the Maze Runner, which is why it's at the top right now. Then Red Queen, which I'm going to put at the top of liked it, because I did really like that one. But I wouldn't say I loved it, especially. I read a lot of series, I think, in 2021, which is cool. Six of Crows, that is going to go right at the top for now. Absolutely loved it. And then This Is Where It Ends, I think I'm going to put in liked it, maybe between... At some point I'm going to have to split up series and that is going to be stressful, but it will happen. I did really like This Is Where It Ends. Do I put it... I might move it up to there, actually. This might change. The Last Beginning, again, I really liked it. Did I love it? I don't know. I'm going to put it at the top of liked. This is the second Next Together book. And I did really, really enjoy it, but yeah, don't think I loved it. Good Wives, I'm also going to put at the top of liked. Don't think it was quite a love. I felt really mixed because I ended up reading Little Women and Good Wives in like 2 parts, which I think usually you read them in the same book, but my book didn't have Good Wives in it and I didn't realise until I got to the end of the first part. So I read it in 2 parts and I actually found I didn't like Good Wives as much as Little Women, so let's go in there for now. Then we have Written in the Stars, which I loved, but I'm going to put it there for now. Tonight the Streets Are Ours, I do not remember anything about. I think I was okay. I think I might put it at the top of disappointing. Because I definitely think it could have been a lot better, but I don't remember that much about it right now. I read it January last year. And then The Worst Book I've Ever Read, so you can stay down there. Crooked Kingdom is going to go right to the top of favourites because I definitely enjoy Crooked Kingdom more than Six of Crows, but I love them both. Autobiography, great title, is going to go right at the top of loved. I really, really liked it, but I remember it didn't quite achieve 5 stars, so that's why it's going there. Rebel of the Sands, I think I'm going to put... I really don't know where to put Rebel of the Sands. I did really enjoy it, but it wasn't amazing. Like, it wasn't a new favourite series, but I did really enjoy it. But again, I think I'm going to mash them all together in my head because I don't remember that distinct things about them. And then Glass Sword, okay, this is where the Red Queen series gets a bit... This is going to have to be set apart from Red Queen because the series just kind of went down in my estimations for like every book, which, yeah, I definitely didn't enjoy it as much. I think I'm going to put it... I might put it there, but I don't know if that's exactly the right place, but in my memory, they just went down with every book. So then Caraval, which is definitely one of my favourites of the year. Really, really love that book, even on a reread. That was a reread for me this year because I read the whole series and I love Caraval still. And then Traitor to the Throne. Okay, this is going to be where this gets tricky because they just become a mash in my brain. So I think I'm going to actually put this one here. No, before the most, yeah, there. Chasing the Stars. Oh my god, I'm tempted to put this right down here. This was so bad. I'm going to put it there. Or maybe there because it was more coherent than the Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender, but I really, really didn't like it. There was some really kind of problematic stuff in there that I didn't enjoy reading about, so I'm going to put it down there. Woman in Black, I am going to put straight at the top somewhere. I'm going to put it here for now. I really, really enjoyed The Woman in Black, so yeah, it's going to go straight to the top. The Tea Dragon Society also is going to go up here. I really love this series as a whole. I think all of them will probably end up at the top of my favourites list. Runaways, I'm going to put in the liked it section. I'm going to put it there. Yeah, I'm going to put it there because I did really enjoy it. I might actually bump it up to above the Maze Runner because there was definitely some... I'll put it above the Kill Order, yeah, definitely there. Okay, I feel kind of comfortable with that decision. I really liked Runaways, but I felt like I needed more from it. But I did still really enjoy it, and I want to read on more of the series, the graphic novel series. Such a difficult... Oh, I don't know whether to move Traitor to the Throne. Something about it doesn't sit right there. I think I might move that one to... there? I told you this would move around, because I really don't know. Hero at the Fall I don't remember a lot about, so I'm going to put that one there or there. I don't know. Do I put it next to Traitor to the Throne or Glass Sword? I'm going to put it there, I think. Next to Traitor to the Throne. Hungry Hearts, oh my god, I love this book. This was so sweet. It was like a compilation, like an anthology about food, and they all kind of intertwined with each other. So yeah, I'm going to put that right at the top. Same with Bizarre Romance, that was really fun. I think I'm going to put it there. That was another short story collection, but also had some like comic graphic novel strips in. Mark bought me for Christmas Eve last year, for 2020, and I really liked that, so yeah, that's going to Loved It. King's Cage, that's going to have to also go down here because I didn't really enjoy that much. As I said, the Red Queen series just steadily declined as we went on. There was still stuff I liked about it though. Georgia Peaches and the Forbidden Fruit I read nearly a year ago. I honestly can't believe I read it in 2020, honestly, because I feel like I read it a long time ago. Sorry, 2021. I can't believe I read it in 2021. I did really enjoy this, but I had some problems with it, so I don't know where to put it. I'm going to put it here for now, I think. But I can't remember it that well, so I'm not 100% sure. Rule of Wolves, I am not 100% where to put either. I think I might put it here because the ending, oh my god, the ending's really got me. But I feel like Rule of Wolves and King of Scars, which will probably also come up in here, they're like one of those books that you read sections and you love the sections, and then you read other sections and you're like, oh, I wasn't such a big fan of that person's section, so they end up being really mixed. Ghost of the Shadow Market, really enjoyed. I think I might put that one up here as well. It didn't like blow me away, but it was so nice to be back with the Shadowhunters and back in the Shadowhunter world, so actually I did enjoy it more than I expected to, because I did love being back in that world. I listened to that one as an audiobook. And then we have Legendary, which I did love, but definitely wasn't as good as Caraval, and felt a bit disappointing after Caraval, so I'm going to put that at the bottom of Loved for now. Emergency Contact, this is a favourite. I think I might have to put this one here because it was definitely my favourite book of 2022 for a while. 2021, my years are all over the place. But yeah, it was definitely my favourite book of 2021 for a while. I read it in like February last year. The Crooked Kingdom, I want to keep it up there, but it was a reread, so I feel like it's a little bit... like, I am including rereads in this list as well. Oh, I don't know. That might move at some point. I don't know whether to bump. You know what? I'm going to do that. Emergency Contact is going up the top. It reminded me of my own relationship with my boyfriend, and that's what made me connect with the book so much, and I just absolutely fell in love with it. Medusa, that one is going to go in light somewhere. I feel like I had a very mediocre year so far looking at this. There's a lot of liked in here, but I do try and reserve my like 4 and 5 stars for ones I really liked. Medusa, yeah, I think this one's going to go in light. It is a Medusa retelling for young adults, and I did really enjoy it, but it was like not amazing, like it wasn't a new favourite, so I think I'm going to put it around here. I'm going to put it here between Shadow and Bone and The Maze Runner. Okay. Capturing the Devil. This one is going to have to go into favourites. I absolutely loved it. It was my favourite book in the Stalking Jack the Ripper series. Read it last January, so a while ago now. Did really, really like it. And then we have the start of the Ember in the Ashes series. So A Torch Against the Night, which I'm going to put in, I think a lot of these will end up in liked, and then the first one will probably end up in loved. But I just felt like this series really dropped off, and I did struggle to kind of connect to the characters after the first one. So I'm going to put it there. Maybe move it down to there. And I think the same with A Reaper at the Gates, but I'm going to put it above A Torch Against the Night. And then An Absolutely Remarkable Thing is going to have to go straight up to the top. I really, really love this book. It absolutely blew my mind. It blew me away. I really, really loved it. So yeah, that one's going to go at the top. Again, I don't know about Crooked Kingdom, because although it is a favourite book of mine, it was a reread, so it feels like odd to have it right at the top. Yeah, I'm going to put it there. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. This is going to be a like, but in like a really absurd way. Like, I did really like it, but it's so weird. It's such a weird book. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put it there, I think. Diary of a Bookseller, I'm gonna put in loved. Might move it up to there. I did really enjoy that. Like, I don't think I gave it 5 stars in the end, but as a bookseller, I really, really related to it. It's a memoir about a bookshop. With the Far on High, this was a surprise favourite book of the year. Really, really liked it. I think I'm going to put it there. It was one that surprised me. I wasn't sure if I was going to love it as much as I did, and then it really, really compelled me to carry on reading. A Sky Painted Gold, I'm going to put in loved it, but it didn't quite make my favourites of the year as well. Same with Ember in the Ashes, I'm going to put that one up here. This is becoming really difficult to use now. There are so many on here. Yeah, I think I'm going to put Ember in the Ashes there. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, maybe there. That feels about right. I'm going to put it there. Serpent and Dove. Okay, this one was one I wasn't sure about, but it is going to go at the top somewhere. I'm going to do that. Okay. That was one that I wasn't sure if on a reread it would have the same kind of impact, but it did, and I still rated it 5 stars. Might shuffle that. They're such different books, it's so hard to kind of rank them against each other because I like them for like such different reasons, but it's fun to try. And then King of Scars is going to be up here as well, but again, not a favourite. And it's definitely not my favourite of Leigh Bardugo's, but I do still really enjoy it, so I might do that. I'm tempted to move a Sky Painted Gold down a little bit. Maybe there. Okay. Warstorm, this is going to go kind of the bottom of liked, maybe there. Keep those ones together because they merge together in my brain. So the same with the Death Cure and the Scorch Trials. Then we have Little Women, which is definitely going to go right at the top in favourites. I absolutely loved Little Women. I read it for the first time this year after watching the new adaptation in 2020? Yeah, the very start of 2020, New Year's Day. Watched that film, and I watched it like 4 or 5 times in the cinema. I absolutely loved it. I'm so glad I read the book. It was wonderful, so I'm going to put it... I think I'm going to put it there. We've split up 6 of Crows. Okay. Secret Garden. This is definitely going firmly on the loved it shelf. I did really, really like The Secret Garden. I'm going to put it there. And then The Wind in the Willows. This is going to be a liked, but not loved. I think I'll put it... yeah, there. That was a very fun book, but not really what I expected. Definitely went on like a tangent I didn't expect. The Jungle Book, I'm going to put this one on... might put it to liked because I did really enjoy it, but it was not what I expected. I think a lot of people think The Jungle Book is like one story, but it's actually multiple stories, and that's what I thought too, so I was a little bit confused when I read it. So yeah, I'm going to put that one in liked, but I'm not sure where I liked. I'm going to put it, I think maybe here? Yeah. Anne of Green Gables, this was one I actually loved and I was really surprised about. So I think, yeah, that one definitely deserves to be up here, but I'm not, again, not sure where. Up here to put it, I think, yeah, maybe there. I'm gonna leave it there for now. The Railway Children, again, another one I loved. So yeah, I think that can go there. And then The Little Prince, I'm gonna put in disappointing. Because I did really enjoy it, but I don't know whether to put it bottom of liked or top of disappointing, because it was such an odd story. It was such an odd book. And I felt very patronised by it, which is something I just didn't expect. I felt like because I didn't really click with some of it, that it was kind of like goading me because I'm not a child, so I don't understand it. I don't know, there was just something about it that felt like it closed off a lot of adults, so I'm gonna put it there for now. And then Black Beauty, I actually really liked Black Beauty. I think this one should go maybe there. Yeah, I liked Black Beauty. Black Beauty and The Railway Children were both audiobooks I distinctly remember listening to while driving through the countryside, and I felt like it really fit the kind of driving I was doing and the English countryside, so yeah, I really liked that. Treasure Island, again, I'm gonna put this in disappointing because I just didn't gel with it for some reason, so I don't know, I listened to the audiobooks of a lot of classics and some I really liked and some I didn't really gel with. Treasure Island was one of the ones I didn't really gel with that much. I would like to reread some of them. Peter Pan was another that I didn't really gel with. I think I'm gonna move the quick and do that, yeah. Peter Pan was just so weird. I felt like all of the knowledge I was kind of using to read it was from the Disney film, and I haven't seen the Disney film in a long time. I have seen a pantomime, but that was also like over 10 years ago. So I felt like I needed something else to rely on, and I don't really think that's right with a book, that you should be relying on like other things. So it was a bit disappointing. Finale, this definitely needs to go above Legendary on the loved it, but it's not a favourite because I do feel mixed about those books. So it definitely needs to go above Legendary. Maybe I'll leave it there. How many have we got left? Still quite a few to go. Okay, Priory the Orange Tree is another one I read early 2021, so it's been like a year since I read it. I'm gonna put it in loved because I did really enjoy it, and I really enjoyed like some parts of it I loved. So I'm gonna put it quite high. I think I might split up Shadow and Bone and put it here. It's happened. I've split up Shadow and Bone. And then City of Ghosts is gonna go in loved. I think all of these books in the trilogy will go in loved. And I felt like they just got better with each book as well. It's such a fun middle grade series. So yeah, I'm gonna put it there for now, but it might move because I've got three of them to kind of go through. Blood and Honey, I'm gonna put in loved, but I'm gonna put the bottom of loved because I did enjoy this whole series, but Blood and Honey was definitely the one that I didn't connect with as much. Circe, oh my god, Circe's so hard. Because it was disappointing, but it was disappointing for me, like personally. But this is my own personal viewpoints, so I don't know. I think I might put it in disappointing, but the top, or maybe there. I don't know. It was so hard because I feel like I need more knowledge to understand Circe, and I need more kind of interest in the Greek gods and the Greek myths, for it to kind of work for me. I just don't really remember any of it. It took me a while to get through. I remember it being a bit of a slog to read, and it was disappointing personally for me. I can't remember what I rated it now, but I'm gonna put it there. Red, White and Royal Blue, this one's gonna go in light because I can't say I didn't enjoy it, but it was disappointing, but not like, that's not what I think about in my head. I don't just think, oh, it was disappointing. I think I enjoyed it, but it wasn't what I wanted it to be. I think I'm gonna put it there. The Furies I'm tempted to just go straight to because it was It was weird. It's gonna go at the top of the list, but it was, yeah, really odd, very, very dark. I wouldn't recommend it to people, but I also couldn't say it was bad. I don't know, I feel bad putting in, I might move it to the bottom of disappointing. Because, like, it wasn't bad. I can see why people like it, but it has a lot of trigger warnings and a lot of disturbing things, which I personally didn't enjoy reading about. But it was very, very compelling to read, so I can't say that I hated it. I really didn't like it. So yeah, okay. I'm gonna leave it. I'm tempted to put it there even. Okay, yeah. Heartstopper, that's gonna go all the way up in the favourites list. Again, Heartstopper graphic novels were a reread for me, so I'm gonna put it there for now, I think. And then Dragon Society is also going to go straight into favourites. I might have to group these together because they do kind of sit together in my head. I think the third one was my favourite, so I think I'll put the third one there when I get to it. And then Ace of Spades is going to go straight into Loved It. I think there. I loved it, but it wasn't a new favourite, and I feel like it was very hyped when it came out, so I expected a little bit more from it, which probably disappointed me slightly, maybe. So yeah, I'm going to put Ace of Spades there. I think I've split Finale and Legendary up, that's also happened. Sirius Moonlight is also going to have to go in Loved. I did really enjoy Sirius Moonlight. I love Jen Bennett's writing. I don't read a lot of romance. I haven't read a Jen Bennett book in a while, so I wasn't sure how I'd feel about it, but I did really, really enjoy it. I think I'm going to put it maybe even, oh, does it go at the top? I don't know. I really, really enjoyed it. I really loved it. Yeah, maybe I'll put it at the top of Loved, yeah. Okay. Heartstopper always, always has to be at the top. I'm going to put it there. Hurricane Child is going to go in a like. I did really enjoy it. It's Case and Callender's, one of Case and Callender's middle grade books. Case and Callender is the author of Felix Ever After, and I was sent this one by the publisher, so I did try it out, and I did like it, but it wasn't quite for me in some ways. But I found a lot of it really, really interesting and really important. So I'm going to put it, yeah, maybe I'll put it there. This is really interesting to do because I feel like when I rate books, I rate them more objectively, but ranking them, this is so subjective, and it's on like my memories and how I feel about it now. So I feel like things do come out a little bit differently. I don't know whether to put it there, but I also feel like I need to do that, and maybe that. Okay, Medusa is going down. Oh, I don't know whether I need to move some of these. I feel like I need to move Red, White and Royal Blue. I don't know though, it just wasn't exactly for me. I think maybe I'll move that to there. Yeah, okay. And then Heartstopper Volume 3, I know exactly where this is going. Right at the top of Heartstopper. Heartstopper Volume 3 is like my favourite Heartstopper, so I'm tempted to move it to here. Do love it. I love it so much. Okay. Not So Pure and Simple. This was disappointing. It was, yeah, not for me. I can respect it and I feel like it has an audience, but that audience wasn't me. So I think I'm going to put that one maybe even there. Oh god, it might actually, you know what? It's going to go there. Oh, this is so stressful to do. Emperor of the Vampire. Oh, this book. This book, again, not for me. Oh, it took me so long to read and I had to listen to the audiobook in the end because it is such a long book and I was really struggling to get through it and it's just weird. It's gonna go in liked. It didn't it did disappoint me. It did really disappoint me, but there were some parts of it that I really, really enjoyed, and the last 150 pages of it was so good, but I just needed that throughout the whole book, and the whole book was not what I wanted. So I'm gonna put it in liked, and I think it's gonna go maybe here for now, but I don't know. Oh, I don't know what to move things again. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it needs to go. The last 150 pages are just so good. really I want to rank those differently. Like first bit and then the last 150 pages. I want to rank those differently. I'm leaving it there, but we might come back to it. And then Frostheart. This is disappointing as well, but I can't say that I can't say it was like disappointing as such because I didn't really have any expectations. I think I might put it... There was some really nice aspects to it that I did really like, but it just wasn't what I wanted or necessarily expected from it, but I can't say that it was a bad book, and I can definitely see why people like it. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know. Okay, let's just move on. Tunnel of Bones. It's gonna have to go up here above City of Ghosts because I do feel like these books get better with every book. Starlight Watchmaker, I'm going to put in light somewhere. I do really like these books by Lauren James. They are novellas and they are suitable for people with dyslexia. They're published by a dyslexia-friendly publisher called Barrington Stoke, and they are very, very cute, very odd, very wacky, but very enjoyable. So I'm going to put these... I'm going to put it there. That feels like a right decision. Okay. And then Slay. Slay is definitely going up to the favourites, but I'm not sure where exactly in the favourites to put it. Really, really liked this one. I really, really liked it. It blew my mind. And I just couldn't put it down. I just wanted to keep reading. I don't know whether to put it... I'll put it there. Okay. I think that's okay. This is honestly stressing me out now. There are so many books on here and I'm questioning my decisions. Oh, do I want to put it above Heartstopper though? No, okay, we're doing that. Putting it there. Of Curses and Kisses, this was one that I was actually surprised by, that I liked it so much. It was just so fun to read and it was just so easy to fall into. I think I might put this one there. That feels good, okay. Pride, again, I did really love it, but I wasn't what I expected it to be at all. I thought with the name Pride it was going to be LGBT, and it wasn't. It was more about like pride in who you are and pride in your neighbourhood and where you live and things like that. Did still really enjoy it though, so I think I'm going to put it there for now. The Near Witch, again, really, really loved it. Very different to Visha's other books that I've read, but had her same kind of vibe in writing and it felt reminiscent of her other books. So at the moment, I think I'm going to put that one there. So hard. This is so hard. Crescent City is another hard one. Oh my god. Where do I put Crescent City? Where are you going? I don't know. This is so difficult because Crescent City was definitely my least favourite Sarah J Maas books. I'm such a big fan of her books. I love her books. I love Throne of Glass. I love A Court of Thorns and Roses. ACOTAR is my favourite series by her. Crescent City is so, so different that I don't know where to put it because it was not what I expected at all and it took me a long time to get into because it wasn't what I expected from her. Very excited to read the second one though, so I feel like that is going to be quite different, but I did enjoy it, but it took me a lot longer to get through and read and get into, so yeah, it's going to go there for now. House in the Cerulean Sea. Oh shit, this is high. In fact, it's that high. I absolutely loved The House in the Cerulean Sea. It was amazing. It was so, so beautiful. I just love that book, and yeah, it is. I'm saying it's my favourite. It's my favourite book of 21. I don't think anything's gonna top Cerulean Sea. We will see though. Then we have Jane Eyre, which is gonna go into Loved It as well. This was another reread for me. I read Jane Eyre first when I was 11 and I've reread it a lot since. I've read it maybe 4 or 5 times since and I really, really like it. Definitely my opinions on it have changed as I've grown up, but I still just love that book so much. I love Jane as a character and there's something about it I just can't help but love. So I think putting it there feels about right. Pride and Prejudice. Okay, this one is going to go in Loved, but I think it's going to go... I think it's going to go there. Yeah. I'm surprised Blood and Honey is this far down, but I think it's honestly because I merged those books so much in my head now. I can't remember what happened in Blood and Honey. It felt like such a bridge book between Serpent and Dove and Gods and Monsters that I don't remember what happened because it feels like nothing happened in it. So it's going there. Wuthering Heights. This is such a difficult one because I was so mixed about this book. I really liked the start of it and then it just dropped off. There was something about it that I just couldn't connect with at all. So I did like it, but it's going to have to be like around this kind of area. I think maybe it's the same kind of, obviously it's not the same vibe as Emperor the Vampire, but in my head I feel very similarly about them because they both had one particular section, the end or the start, that I loved. And then the rest of it was just like, didn't really connect. So I think I'm going to put it there for the moment. The Maidens is going into Loved, but I don't know where. Really enjoyed it. I think I'm going to put it with the Knitted Witch. I really liked it. But looking back, I don't really remember that much that I liked about it. Like, it really compelled me and I found it really easy to read. I remember reading it in summer outside, in the summer sun, like lying in the garden, on the grass, and I do really love a lot about it. No, people have very mixed opinions about the Maidens, but yeah, that's where it's going to go for now. And then Becoming the Dark Prince. This one's going to go in Liked, but it's going to go at the top of Liked, I think. Maybe in Loved? Oh, I don't know. Do I put it at the top of Liked or the bottom of Loved? No, I'm actually going to put it there. Or maybe, oh, I don't know, now I'm thinking about it. It's a novella, so I do think about it differently, but it's a novella in the Stalking Jack the Ripper series, and I did really enjoy it. It was my first read of the year in 2021, and now I just want to move it up. I think I'm actually going to put it, oh, I don't know. I'm going to put it there. Afterlove is in my favourites. I loved Afterlove so much. It was such a good book. It's an LGBT romance and it has like elements of not real world in it. So interesting. I'm going to put it around the same mark as Slay. I think I'm going to put it there. I really enjoyed it. Cinderella Is Dead. Cinderella Is Dead is going to go in the Loved as well. I read both Cinderella Is Dead and This Poison Heart, and I did really enjoy them both. In fact, that seems like a good spot for it, actually. And I'll leave it there. You Bought Me the Ocean. This was so good. So this is a DC graphic novel that my boyfriend bought me last Christmas, not last Christmas, 2020 Christmas. And I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. I'm gonna put it there, I think. Really enjoyed it. It was really good. It was again LGBT. And it was just so cute and I love the art style of it. So yeah, it's gonna go there. How many more have we got? We've got so many on this list. Okay. I knew this would be a big video though, so thank you if you're sticking with me and I hope you're enjoying this ranking. A Beautifully Foolish Endeavour, that's also in my favourites of the year for sure. And this one I think is gonna go, it's gotta go with the first one. I was very hesitant to go into this because it was, okay, I'm moving it. I don't know. I think I might put it, I'm gonna put it there. I was very hesitant going into it because I loved the first one so much and I wasn't sure what they'd be able to do with the story, but I felt like it was done incredibly well. I really loved it. I'm tempted to move Six of Crows, but there is so much I love about it. I think I might, yeah, I think Caraval should be there. That's good. The Once and Future Witches is going in Disappointing for sure. I think there. Definitely wasn't what I wanted from that book and not what I expected, and the narrative just didn't really work for me. I think Alex said it's told in third person present tense and that just often misses the mark, and we both found the same thing and I just struggled to connect with the characters. So although I really liked the premise and I liked I liked some of it. I just didn't feel like it was executed in the way that it could have been. And then we have the 24-Hour Cafe, which I definitely loved, but it's not in my favourites list. The Lido by the same author was amazing and I loved it. Did I read that last year? I feel like I read that the year before. I read that the year before. And then that was one of my favourite books of 2020. But the 24-Hour Cafe, I did still really love it. I think I'm going to put it here. Maybe there. Oh, I don't know, does it move up from there? I really loved it. It was about this cafe in London that's 24 hours and it was about all the people that went into the cafe and it was just so beautifully done and it did make me cry. Oh, I don't know where to put it though. It's moving up. It's moving up. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Shadow of the Batgirl. This I also loved. It was so fun and I just love the art style and the colours in this graphic novel were beautiful. Tempted to move it up to here. Honey and Issues Guide to Fake Dating. This was one I really loved as well, but honestly I don't remember that much about it now that I'm like, eh. I did really enjoy it at the time though. I remember really enjoying it. I think I read it in June? Yeah. So I read it when me and Blue and Alex were on holiday. Yeah, I'm gonna put it there. Maybe move it. Oh, I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna put it there. Okay. Wuthering with You, Volume 1. These always get 5 stars from me, but it's so hard to rate them because I always rate them on how much I love the movie, and this is the manga of the movie, so it's very hard to rate, and I'm not gonna put it in my favourites of 2021. I'm gonna put it in my loved. And they're probably gonna stay together because again, I just put them in my head together. Why do I put these? This is so hard. Oh, I don't know where to put it. Because I know I'm gonna put them all together, I think. I'm probably gonna put Volume 2 at the top because I did really enjoy Volume 2 and it ended really emotionally. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it there for now. The guest list, this actually might go disappointing. That one was just not for me, but I couldn't help but carry on reading it because it's a thriller, it's very compelling, and I didn't really dislike it that much, but there was a lot that I didn't like about it. Although I can see why Lucy Foley is so well renowned in her kind of genre, I don't read a lot of thrillers, so it wasn't necessarily one for me, at least not a lot of adult thrillers, and I feel like the way that she writes, she just kind of makes none of the characters likeable, and I find it really hard to like a book when I don't like any of the characters. And then we've got Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which is also going to go at the top of disappointing. It was okay. I don't know, I'm tempted to move it, but no, it's staying there. It's staying there. I don't know what I expected from it. Because I knew I wasn't going to like it that much, and I just didn't. Rise to the Sun is definitely going to go in the loved category, but I'm not 100% sure where. I really enjoyed this. Really enjoyed it, but it wasn't a new favourite book or a 5-star book. I think it was probably a 4.5, so I'm going to put it, yeah, I'm going to put it there. The Deep Sea Duke, where did I end up putting the Starlight Watchmaker? Because I think I'm going to put this one around the same place. I did really enjoy it. These are completely wacky graphic novels, and it was very sweet on the ending. In fact, I might put that one there. The Starlight Watchmaker was a reread for me as well. And then the Tea Dragon Tapestry, this one has to go right up to the top. The other ones in my favourites list, and I think I'm going to put that one at the top. I really enjoyed the third one in the series. Black Flamingo, again, is going to go right at the top. Really loved Black Flamingo. It is told in prose and it's about, it feels like it's a memoir. I don't know if it is a memoir. It's about somebody kind of growing up and finding out who they are. It's LGBT. Really beautifully written. I think I might put it there or there. I'm going to put it there. Heartstopper Volume 4 is going to also go up to my favourites list. I'm just going to decide where to put it. I think I might put it there. It tackles a lot of heavy issues and it definitely gives off a different vibe to the other Heartstopper books, but it is very beautifully done. She's Too Pretty to Burn is going to definitely go in the loved it, but definitely would go into that knowing it is very dark, very twisted. It's another YA thriller, and I did really enjoy it, but yeah, it's a little bit messed up. And it did really creep me out. It's really creeped me out, which obviously is doing its job. But I don't know, it's one of those ones, the same as the Furies, that I think I'd find it hard to recommend because of how disturbing it was, but there was so much I really liked about it, and I would highly recommend it, but only if that's kind of your thing. I think I'm going to move it to there, but then I'm going to move Shadow of the Batgirl. Yeah, there. Gatsby! I loved Gatsby, but it took me 2 reads to get it, and I think actually it is on that kind of cusp between like and love, so I'm gonna actually bump Blood and Honey up for a change. I'm gonna put it there. Threadneedle, another love, really enjoyed it. This was kind of, it's a magic book set in London, and even though it's a really long book, it actually read quite quickly for me and I didn't want to put it down. So I'm gonna put that one here. Did really enjoy that one. Harriet Stoker, oh, this one's gonna go in like. It did disappoint me, but I did still enjoy it, so it's gonna go in like somewhere. But this one was such a did kind of miss me a bit. I really like Lauren James's writing, so reaching one that I actually didn't enjoy as much as I wanted to was very disappointing for me. But I think that works. Yeah, I think that works. The Flatshare was so good. This is gonna have to go at the top of loved. Don't think it was quite a favourite, but it was so good. I'm gonna put that one there. The Love Curse of Melody Mcintyre. This one was a lot of fun. I think it's gonna go kind of the top of liked. Did really enjoy it. It was such an interesting book. It's about this like school play, and they had this like curse on the auditorium, and they thought it was Melody Mcintyre who was the stage director, was she? I can't remember what her like original title was now, official title. I did really enjoy it. I think it's gonna go there. Cemetery Boys was really good. Definitely going in loved. Not sure where in loved. Do I put it there? Does it go up? Oh, this is getting so hard now. I think I'm gonna put it. I don't know. This is getting super hard. You know what? I'm actually gonna put it there, I think. Gods and Monsters. Okay, I was wondering where Gods and Monsters was. Gods and Monsters definitely needs to go above Blood and Honey, but how far up does it need to go? I think I want to put it there. I really liked Gods and Monsters, and I felt like it kind of brought me back to the original story, but it still wasn't amazing. Well, it wasn't like as good as Serpent and Dove, which I absolutely loved. So yeah, it's gonna go there for now. Then we have Wilder Girls, which I loved, but again, a very disturbing book. It's about a kind of pandemic, but it's contained to an island, so they're kind of like shot on this island, and because of that they kind of go mad. And it is very wild, and it's a little bit disturbing. I think I want to put it there, maybe between. I might put it there. Kiki's Delivery Service, this was so cute. I love Kiki's Delivery Service. I'm so glad I read the novelisation. This is such a tough section, like this bit right here, I'm really struggling with. Again, I feel like I love it because I love the film, and there is a lot of similarities, but I do love it. Kingdom of the Cursed is also going to go in loved, but I had some problems with it that I feel like I couldn't get over. I feel like it needs to go. It's still loved, still definitely loved. I think it was like a 4.5 read, 4.5 star. I'm gonna put it there. Okay, I know that light's probably changed because I've put my ring light on because it's getting dark now, and it's taken me so long to do this, but I hope you're enjoying it. So next up we have Fangirl, which is actually the manga of Fangirl, which I really enjoyed, but I think again it's probably because I actually liked Fangirl a lot. So I don't know, I really enjoyed it, but I felt like it was disappointing for what it was. Like, I feel like it could have translated better to manga than I wanted it to, if that makes sense. I'm not entirely sure how to explain how I feel about this one. I think I'm gonna put it maybe here. Yeah, I don't know. It's a hard one. Falling in Love montage is definitely going in loved, but not new favourites. I think it's gonna go there. Really enjoyed it. Even actually probably a little bit more than I expected because of the kind of topics it tackled that I didn't expect. And then Under the Whispering Door is going in favourites. I think it's going to go there. It's a very difficult thing to choose. I loved Under the Whispering Door. I loved it so much, but it didn't quite have what the House on the Cerulean Sea had for me. So I'm going to put it there. And then we have Amari and the Night Brothers, which again is going to have to go in loved. So hard to move these around now, we've got so many of them. This one was so enjoyable. It's a middle grade. I'm going to put it there. It's a middle grade, kind of magical. So Amari is sent off to this like magic school and it's so much fun. It's so well written. I've got the second one on pre-order already. And then the cousins, it's also going to go straight into loved. I think I'll put this one. This actually might be my new favourite Karen M. McManus book, which is a difficult one to kind of pick. I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Maybe a bit more? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna put it there. Weathering Volume 2. Where did I put the other Weathering? This is so hard. Okay, Weathering, and then Weathering Volume 2. Okay, we're gonna do that. Punching the Air. This was one I liked, but I didn't absolutely love. It was very interesting to read. It's again told in prose, and it's the story of one of the exonerated 5. Super interesting read, but not like a new favourite book. I'm gonna put it in liked, and I think it's gonna go there. Such a difficult one to pick actually, because it feels very different to a lot of the books, because it was like it wasn't a memoir, but it was written by one of the exonerated 5 and it was a very similar story. Secret of Birds and Bone, that's definitely going in light. I just don't know where. I really enjoyed it. It was such a fun middle grade story. Where does it go? I think I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it there. I feel like Ribbon and Rising needs to move though, because it's gone quite far removed from Shadow and Bone. But like maybe I'm gonna put it back altogether actually, because I feel so similar about that entire series. Then Bridge of Souls. Okay, this is going with the other ones in the series. So I'm gonna put it there because Bridge of Souls was my favourite out of all of them. I loved it. Now the Lives of Saints, I am actually gonna have to put there. It is a book within the Grishaverse world, but it's like a book that is inside the Grishaverse, and then they printed it as an actual book. It's like fairy tales, like myths. It feels like Aesop's Fables if you read that as a kid. I read some of Aesop's Fables as a kid. Yeah, it's gonna go there. I don't know. It just felt like a miss for me. I think because I love The Language of Thorns so much by Leigh Bardugo, I know she can write really good like short story fairy tales, and that one did disappoint me a little. Same with Emma. I think Emma might have to go there. So some of these I didn't necessarily like dislike, but they weren't what I wanted from them. Mansfield Park is a difficult one. This is to get into the kind of ranking all of the Jane Austen books in one go. against each other. I did really enjoy Mansfield Park more, but it wasn't much more. Might have to put it... Oh, I don't know. I think I'm gonna put it there. Northanger Abbey though, Northanger Abbey was good. That was really, really enjoyable. In fact, I might put it... It's moving up, it's moving up. I'm gonna put it there. Yeah, I really enjoyed Northanger Abbey. And then we have Persuasion, which again I really enjoyed. I think I might have to put this one there next to Northanger Abbey. Sense and Sensibility I also enjoyed, but not as much. So I think I might put that one there in the middle. Great Expectations I actually liked a lot, so that one is also gonna go... I think I'm gonna put it there. I did actually enjoy it. I might move it up to there. I did really enjoy Great Expectations. And then A Far Love Story I loved as well. This one is definitely going into Loved It, which is about to get another line. I think it's gonna go there. Really, really love that one. What do we have next? Kingdom of the Wicked, which is also, I reread this one. Where did Kingdom of the Cursed go in the end? This is so many books now, it is getting a lot. I might put that one just after Kingdom of the Cursed. I really enjoyed both of them, but Kingdom of the Cursed was a little bit more of a favourite for me. And then XOXO, this one was so good. This one actually might have to go here. I just loved it so much. It just got me. It just got me. Didn't expect it to. This Poison Heart, again, I'm going to definitely put in Loved. I feel like I enjoyed this more than Cinderella Is Dead. So, I'm going to put it there. Some of these I feel so confident with, and some of them I'm like, where the hell does it go? One Last Stop was definitely a favourite book of the year. So it's going straight up to... there. I've realised that we're now getting like my top 5 and top 10, which is stressful. It's gonna go there. And then Wuthering Volume 3 is gonna go with the other Wutherings. I'm gonna put it there. Last Chance Books, this is so much fun and I did love it. It wasn't like amazing, it didn't like blow me away, but I did really, really enjoy it. I might move it up to there. Don't Breathe a Word I liked, but it did disappoint me. It's around the same as Reckless Afterlife of Harriet Stoker. Might put it there. And then Jay's Agenda, definitely disappointing. Did not like Jay. It's just going down. I'll put it there. Unpopular Vote, this was such a good one as well, and has the main character has the same name as my boyfriend, which I was so excited about. This one is gonna have to go maybe above Aristotle and Dante? Yeah, there. What's next? All I Hidden Gifts. We're getting through these, we can do it. All I Hidden Gifts I'm gonna put, I think, around the same as Gatsby, or like here somewhere. I really, really loved it, but I don't remember what I want, like as much as I want to remember from it. It's getting so dark now. I can't believe how long it's taken me to film this video. Okay, we're gonna put it, or maybe above Threadneedle, just. Yeah, I'm gonna put it there. The Sad Ghost Club was so, so good. So good. I'm gonna put it in favourites, but I'm also gonna move that around and put that there. That moved quite a lot, but that feels better. And I'm having XOXO up there as well. That feels good. In fact, I might do that. I don't know why Heartstoppers 2 is moving down. I feel like, I don't know, 2 just like I skip over in my head. I remember things from the others, but not really from 2. Horrid. This is so difficult because I really liked Horrid for a lot of the book, and then something happened at the... I just didn't like the ending. Really didn't like how it ended. So I think I'm going to have to put this one there. So Many Beginnings. This one is going up to the top. This one was so good. It's going to keep going. It's going to go right up into my favourites. I absolutely loved So Many Beginnings. It was a Little Women retelling and it was just amazing. And I've recently found out there was loads in the series that I didn't know about. There was like remixes of classics by different authors and it's like a whole collection. So that one is going straight up to the top. I really, really enjoyed it. Yeah, that feels like a good place for that to go. Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry, again, I really liked. I'm going to put it up in Loved. I think I'm going to put it at the top of Loved. I'm going to put it there. Midnight in Everwood, I think needs to go in a similar place. Really, really liked it. Where does it go? Maybe there. Maybe just above. Yeah, there. You Can Go Your Own Way. This was also really, really good. I must have had a good reading kick here. Not that these are in any order, but I actually did read some of these kind of close together. This one can go actually in a very similar position. Maybe even just above. Yeah. Me, My Dad and the End of the Rainbow. It was such a long time since I read this. I read this in February last year, but I really, really loved it. And this one can go there. And I might move that to there. Okay. All Boys Aren't Blue, so good, but I don't feel like I was the audience for it. I'm gonna put that one there. Did really love it. Just didn't quite hit because it wasn't for me, and I was very aware that it wasn't written for me, if that makes sense. The Ocean at the End of the Lane, I loved, and I'm so glad I saw the stage play of it as well. I read this just before me and Mark went to the theatre to see it for our anniversary, our second anniversary, and it was so well done on stage. I really, really loved this one. I'm gonna put it... Okay, so my SD card got completely full and I had to do some things. So it's not even darker, but I apologise for this video. But I was in the process of moving King of Scars and Roll of Wolves, which have ended up here. I'm going to leave them there. And then we have Black Joy, which I really, really liked. This was a collection of essays. I do find it really hard to write non-fiction, so I don't know where to put this, but I really, really enjoyed it. I think I'm going to put it here. And I think I'm going to move Hanny and Issue up to here as well. Yeah. Maybe Cinderella Is Dead. I don't know. Ace of Spades I think maybe needs to move lower because I feel like that's what's like changing my opinion on these things. I feel like I need to move it to here. Yeah. Okay. Once Upon a Broken Heart. This was so good. This is going to go to the top of Loved It. Wasn't a new favourite book, especially. I think I can't help but compare everything to Caraval itself, like the first book in the series. But I am going to move it up to here somewhere. I'm going to move it to here. Okay. And then the Mercies I liked, and I think it's going to go quite high and liked, but I didn't especially... wasn't a new favourite. I had a lot of darker kind of themes. I think actually around here is a good shout, maybe with Kieran's other book, we'll put it there. Show Us Who You Are, which is the second book by Alma Nicol, who is the author of A Kind of Spark, which I haven't got to yet, but I absolutely loved both of these books so much. They are so good. This one is gonna go in favourites, I think, or maybe... Actually, I might put this one in Loved It. I feel like, oh, maybe there, yeah. And then House of Hollow. This was disappointing. Not what I expected at all, and I don't know, it just missed the mark for me, but it is... Like, I still liked it, and I feel like it's one of those books that you can see why other people like it, but it just wasn't quite for me. The X-Hex, this one was so fun. I think this one has to go in Liked It, but up the top. It was really good. I'm gonna put it there. Maybe move Good Wives down to there. Okay. Vampires Never Get Old. This was a short story collection, so it was so mixed because I loved some of them. Some of them were 5 stars and then others were so I'm going to put that one in the middle somewhere. I think maybe here. On a Night Like This by Lindsay Kelk. This was so good. This is going up to loved it. And I'm going to put it around here, I think. I'll put it, yeah, there. Okay. First Lindsay Kelk book. And then You'll Be the Death of Me, which I really, really enjoyed, but The Cousins is definitely, I think, my favourite Karen and McManus. So it's going to go around here somewhere. I'm going to put it there. Aristotle and Dante, Dive into the Waters of the World. This was a real pleasant surprise for me. I enjoyed it more than the first one, which is now here. So I'm going to put it here. It had some really, really interesting discussions in it, set I think in the 80s, like late 80s, and I just was so good. It talked about AIDS quite a lot, and I just thought it was really well done. Law, no, actually I'm going to move Law down to here, maybe even there. Honestly, I really, really was disappointed with Law. I'm actually going to move this one up as well. And maybe move the Quick up. Yeah. Law was not what I wanted. This really is shuffling around, okay? I need to stop shuffling. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. Okay, so Mooncakes, which is going to go all the way up to the top in my favourites. I'm going to put it... Oh, do I want to put it there? I'm going to put it there. Yeah, okay. Court of Silver Flames is definitely going in loved, but oh, it did disappoint me like a little bit. I just felt like the balance of smut and the plot were just a little bit unbalanced, but I did still really, really love it. I'm going to put it here? Maybe here? Yeah. It was nice being back in the world. The Animal Crossing manga, sadly, is going to go straight down here. Very disappointing for me, considering how much I love Animal Crossing. And then Sky Beyond the Storm, I feel like these need to switch around a little bit, but it's going to go with them. There was one of them that I read and I completely missed a section and I just didn't notice because we were reading them like every day in sections and I just didn't notice that I missed it. And I think that was the third one, so that works. Lore Olympus, I loved. This one is going to go around here somewhere. Ballad. That's a pretty decent place for it, actually. I'm tempted to move Kelk up though, I really liked it. I'm going to move Kelk up to here. And move Lore Olympus to there. Okay. Blackout I liked, but went in a different direction than I was expecting it to, so I did still really enjoy it, but I didn't love it. I'm going to put it there. The Sister Who Ate Her Brothers I'm going to put in liked, but it's definitely down here somewhere. I did really enjoy it, but it was just odd. I don't know, I felt like some of the, again, it was a short collection of fairy tale stories that were for middle grade audience, and some of them were quite dark, so I'm going to put it here. Defy the Night was so good. This one is going to have to go, I think, here. Maybe actually, yeah, there. The Bright and the Pale I liked, but I didn't love, so this one is going to have to go there. Ghost was so good. Ghost I think is going to go in one of my favourites of the year. Really, really loved this one. I'm going to put Ghosts there. Julia and the Shark, again, was one of my favourites of the year. Read it right at the start of the year and it was so, so beautifully written and well done. And that one is going to go there. The ones I meant to find, this is going to go like at the top of liked somewhere, but I don't know, there was parts of it that I just didn't connect to in the way that I wanted to, so I think I'm going to put it there. Stay Another Day, that was also really enjoyable, but I think it's going to stay in liked. I think I might put it there. It was very drama-filled and very, very compelling to read, but in the way that you can't say like it was a masterpiece, but it was very easy to read. And then A Kind of Spark is gonna have to go right to the top. I absolutely loved it. This was so good. I felt like after Show Us Who You Are, Alma Nickel wouldn't be able to like top it. Kind of Spark, which is her debut, is so, so good. So that one is gonna have to go. I think I'll put it there. Can you tell that Heartstopper Volume 3 is my favourite Heartstopper? And then Crying in H Mart I really liked, but it was very, very sad. So I think I'm going to put it here. It was so, so well written though, it was so beautifully done. And then Florist Travelling Christmas Shop I liked, but it wasn't like, just wasn't amazing. It wasn't the best written, but it was a lot of fun. So I think it's gonna be maybe above, yeah, maybe there. And then Wide Sargasso Sea, the last one, but also one of the first books I read in the start of the year. This one is gonna go, I think around here. I really enjoyed it. It gave me a different perspective on Jane Eyre, and I'm very glad that I read Jane Eyre because it's kind of like an imagined prequel. So yeah, guys, that is it. I've done all of the books. I'm going to save this and download it, and if I can put a link to it or something, I will put a link in the description. I'm not sure how this website works. But yeah, this is my full tier ranking of all of the books I read in 2021. This lighting is so bad, I apologise for it, but it's gone completely dark now. But anyway, this is it. This is my first time I've ever done this, so I hope you've enjoyed it. But this is my top 5. So we've got The House on the Cerulean Sea, Emergency Contact, Mooncakes, Under the Whispering Door, An Absolutely Remarkable Thing, and then the top 10, so 6 is One Last Stop, Cookie Kingdom, Little Women, A Beautifully Foolish Endeavour, Caraval, and that's the top 10. And then we go down into Loved It, which is a lot of Loved It, and there's a lot of Liked It. I feel like there's slightly more Loved It, so I did pretty well. And then there's some Liked It and some Disappointing as well. This was so fun to do. I'm sorry it took me so long. I thought it would take a while, but not this long. So this is a mammoth video, I can already tell. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have stayed to the end, thank you so, 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 so much from the bottom of my heart, because I know this is going to go on forever. Again, I apologise for this terrible lighting that we're in right now. I am going to rush off, but thank you so, so much for watching this video, honestly. I will see you next time in another definitely shorter video.